Hello everyone, welcome to my Danganronpa Unpopular Opinions video that will probably get me cancelled because this community is toxic as fuck, but anyways, let's get started. Super Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair is in my opinion the best game in the franchise, with Despair Girls being a close second. Like, a lot of people hate on it because they didn't understand the ending and apparently the twist didn't make sense to them either, but I personally think it was great. I just loved how there is a bunch of hints throughout the game that points to it being a simulation, and when Hinata was revealed to be Izuru aka the actual mastermind, and I don't think anyone can argue against how realistic Hinata's reaction was. I'd say the only downside to the game would be Chapter 3, as I think the writers literally hate Tsumaki and continuing on I think V3 was the worst game. Like, I do have some part of it I like, but overall I think people are neglecting some of the obvious bad writing. Like, I'm sorry, but the plot was a mess. The characters aren't that greatly written either. Like, Kokichi for example is okay, but there is too much mystery around his character for me to really have an opinion on him. But yes, overall I think V3's main theme was super messy. Danganronpa 2 is definitely superior in terms of character writing and overall plot. Okay, my second opinion is, Mikan is one of the most overhated characters in this series. She is also super misunderstood. Like, for Mikan, people completely ignore her complex character writing and just turn her into whiny fanservice despair bitch that loves Junko. Like, you'll completely forget before Mikan got the disease how hard she was working to make sure Kamida doesn't die. Also yes, stan Koma Miki. Literally, she did not deserve what happened in the slightest, and you guys keep blaming her and act as if anyone else got the remembering disease and reverted back to despair like they wouldn't have killed anyone. I'm not saying Mikan is innocent because it's still murder and stuff, but y'all hate on her for such bullshit reasons. Okay, moving on. This next one isn't even an opinion, it's just something that generally needs to be said. Stop harassing people for bisexual Kamida and Kokichi headcanons, and actually I'm not going to dwell too much on Kokichi because his bisexual headcanons don't get as much hate as bisexual Kamida headcanons do. Like, for the love of God, just because a character is shown to like the same gender doesn't mean that they exclusively can only like that gender. Like it or not, the bisexual headcanons do make sense for Kamida, as some people think he doesn't care for gender, and it's not invalid just because you may feel uncomfortable with it. Both the gay and bisexual headcanons are valid, and sending death threats to someone because they don't think he's gay is literally pathetic and disgusting. Kamida x girl ships are valid, and as long as you are not erasing Kamida's attraction to boys, all sexuality headcanons are completely valid. Hinami and Nijiri are not forced ships in the slightest. Nanami helps Hinata on the trials and helped him with his self-esteem issues, like being insecure about not having a talent, as well as I'm pretty sure they were implied to be romantic. It completely makes sense why Hinata would start to gain feelings for her. And as for Makoto and Kirigiri, saying they are forced is definitely a stretch. After Sayaka died, Kirigiri was not just forced into the role of love interest for Makoto, they most definitely did develop a relationship with time. Again, saying either one of these ships is forced just doesn't make sense. Not everyone is going to like the antagonist x protagonist ships, and it doesn't make them homophobic either. Get over yourselves. Moving on the topic of ships. Koma Hina does not deserve the fandom it has. Like, yes, I understand since it's a super popular ship it's going to be more prone to getting straight up assholes who are in the fanbase, but like, this is ridiculous. Just because someone prefers Koma Nami or Hinami over Koma Hina doesn't mean you can invalidate them or send threats. I've been harassed multiple times in this fandom for liking Koma Miki and Koma Nami. And it honestly isn't a surprise that most of the people who do this are like 12 or 13-year-olds. Like, sorry, your parents don't give you enough attention at home to the point where you have to give people anxiety attacks online because they don't like your favorite ship. Boo fucking who. Grow up. The world doesn't revolve around you, and people are always more than welcome to have a different interpretation for ships. So in conclusion, respect people's ships. Don't be a fucking cunt. And stan Koma Nami. Anyways, thanks for watching my unpopular opinions video. I'll probably be making a part 2 since I didn't actually share all the opinions I have, so I'll most likely just put it in another video. So please, if you agreed with any of my opinions or all, be sure to like and share for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.